education and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. DM McComm & Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
This is Comet Hockey.
Go, game number 2 underway at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. Komets look to take a 2-0 lead in this series. Here's Thompson with the first rip of the game. Johansson with the left leg on it. And the puck is going to squirt loose all the way down to the Komet zone. And we'll have an icing right off the bat. Going to go down to the Cincinnati zone. We only had, I think, 2 icing calls the entire game last night. It seems like just up and down hockey.
Well, they're not wasting any time. Thompson letting the shot go from a bit of a bad angle. Keep him busy, keep him worried about where the shots are coming from. Make him do the stop of the puck. It's a goal until the goalie stops it, so keep plugging away, guys. Good start.
Puck down in the corner here in the Cincinnati zone. That's going to be quickly, what do we got?
Szydlowski going.
Yeah, it'll be Szydlowski going to the box.
Interference.
That will be the call, yes.
Yeah. He was standing up on the Cincinnati player at the blue line, and they sort of both turned and collided into each other, and they call it the interference. The puck did come their way, and Cincinnati could not play the puck. First penalty of the game, and we said, stay out of the box, but they're in there already. Power play, Cincinnati.
So just 30 seconds into this contest, Cincinnati will get the power play. Cincinnati pretty good on the power play last night. And the first drop in the Komet zone. The puck is going to get all the way down to Johansson. He will stop it. And Johansson will go to Knodl. He will take a wide turn. Going to go right down the middle of the ice. Dishes over on the right-hand side, and they'll cross over the Komet line. Going to come up top of the blue line. Szydlowski Bagenda coming in, taking a shot. Missed it high. That's going to deflect and get into the screen.
Komet defense standing up as much as they can. Forced the shooter to take the shot. Was deflected. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Line change up the power killing penalty.
Face-off to the right of Hauser. And Szydlowski Bagenda gets it up to the blue line. Knodl will rim it around, going up along the far side. And Jesse Schultz gives it a whack in the corner. Vibe up along the far side. Feeds it to the point, but it's going to be a bad pass, and it's going to get all the way down to Johansson. Down to 1:20 to go in the power play for Cincinnati. And the Cyclones move it up along the far side. They'll enter the Komet zone. No, offsides will be the call.
Yep.
All right.
Bobby Shea standing up that time, making the puck handler move to the left. That threw off the winger that was busting down the outside. Comes back outside. Down to 1 minute and 12 seconds in power play.
Face-off just outside of the Komet blue line. Far face-off dot. And Baptista on the drop. And gets over to Atwall. Now over to Szydlowski Bagenda. He'll cross it over. Right there at the blue line. Going to try and rim it around. It does. Here's Bobby Shea back behind the net. Shea skates with it. Backhander up to the blue line. Schultz will hang on to it. And he zips it back in. But Bobby Shea is right there. Lots of room. And he will
this time
send it all the way down. Going to go off the end boards. And Atwall has got it for Cincinnati. Down to under a minute to go in the power play. And Szydlowski Bagenda over the line. Runs into Jason Bickley. Komets come up to the blue line. Cannot get it out of there. Held in. Here's Szydlowski Bagenda on the left side. Comes down low into the corner. Quick give back up along the near side wall. Leone stepping up. He comes top of the circle. Now he's going to come down low. Looking for someone to feed it to. As a man breaking in that, it was broken up by Schaapsma. Down to 26 seconds to go in the power play. And the puck up along the near side boards. It's Atwall going down low. It's going to go wide of the net. Back up along the far side. Atwall will get to it. Comes up to the blue line. And he moves it over. Szydlowski Bagenda with a shot. Save made. Rebound. Hauser is there. Can't glove it down. It's loose. And now he dives across and he gets it.
Yeah, got loose a little for a second there. They got another whack at it. Hauser come diving across and grabbed onto the bouncing puck. But that's the type of movement that the Cincinnati wants around the front of the net. A lot of feet, a lot of legs, a lot of whacking at it. Hauser comes up big. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone with 8 seconds in the power play. One good draw here, guys.
And we are now informed that Ryan Culkin is a scratch tonight. He was not on the original scratch list, so he is not in there. So Culkin not in. So the Komets skating shorthanded. And here's Bobby Shea up along the far side. That's going to get out. That almost will do it for the power play, down to 3 seconds.
It was off a Cincinnati stick, so it's going to go outside the zone. So that'll kill it. We're able to get our man out of the box in 3 seconds. Face off just outside the Komet blue line.
Puck is dropped and goes all the way into the Komet zone. Going to go off the wall, and now it's going to be sent all the way down. It's going to come off the end boards.
Szydlowski out of the box on the ice.
And it comes up to Johansson, and it's going to be Cincinnati puck back behind the net. Florentino, who was scratched last night, back in there, goes up along the far side. Here's McNally. And McNally going to go here on the near side, and it's going to be Cincinnati getting it out. Puck rolls. And now back into the Komet zone, back behind the net, it's Florentino. And Florentino on the left side. And now over onto the far boards. Going to play it off the wall. And now back into the Komet zone. So far, just 3 shots on net total for both teams. As Baptista gets rid of it. No score in this one. Cyclones with the puck in their own zone. Played forward. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to go back into the Komet zone. Here's Dan Maggio. Maggio tries to play it over onto the far side. It's tipped. Comes out in front. Here's a shot by Chief, and a save made by Hauser.
Yeah, quick turnaround, quick wrist shot right on the net. Hauser out to challenge him. Took it high off the chest. Held on, no rebound. Nice save. Cincinnati, a little too much offense right now. The Komets still running around a little bit, have not gained the ground that they need to get going. Control the puck.
Face-off will be to the right of Hauser. And the puck comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot save made by Hauser. Comes into the corner. Cyclones try and keep it alive. Comes up, and Garrett Thompson has got it for the Komets. Sends it forward, knocked away at the center line. Now Mason Baptista moves it. He lost it.
Stolen.
And here come the Cyclones back with a day chief with a shot. Missed it wide. They had Hauser leaning. And it comes up along the near side. Lowney comes in there. Baptista as well. He gets rid of the puck, and it's going to go to Thompson. Thompson to Maggio. Maggio will come across the line. Maggio will take a shot. That is blocked, and it goes back behind the net. Now it comes out in front. Took a funny hop. Komets couldn't convert, and Cincinnati's got the puck. Out to the center line. Garrett Thompson sends it back to Ryan Lowney. And Lowney gives it a look, and he gives it over to Jason Binkley. Binkley back behind the net. And now plays it up along the near side. It is going to go off the stick of Desjardins. Comes into the corner. Atwall back below the goal line. Komets get it out. Here's a man in front. Shavsma, and it was tipped. And Johansson makes the save.
Yeah, it was tipped by one Cincinnati defenseman right to the net. But again, Johansson makes the save and holds on. Komets a little pressure. Face-off will stay in Cincinnati's zone now.
15:26 to go in the first. No score. Game number 2 here from the Coliseum Best-of-7 series. Winner of this series will get the winner of the Toledo-Indianapolis series. Toledo up in that series 1-0, and they're playing right now in Toledo. Here's the puck drop to the left of Johansson, and the Cyclones get it out. Here is Vibe. Can't do anything with it as Binkley is there. Binkley pushes it off the near side. And now it's going to be Shavsma going to play it off the wall. Desjardins picks it up. He scoots it forward. Now it's going to be played up along the near side. Into the corner. It is Mazida Magenda. He gets it out of there. Rolling puck into the Komet zone. Cody Soul chasing after him. And he goes into the corner. Here in the Komet zone, it is up along the far side. O'Donnell plays it off the end boards. Going to wheel up along the near side, coming up to the blue line at the point, and it's going to be intercepted by the Komets. And now up along the far side, it's going to go on the left wing, and it's going to be thrown back into the Komet zone, back on the far side. And now it's going to be scooted all the way down. Johansson has to play it, has Szydlowski on him, back on the far side. Petrozelli trying to get it to Szydlowski back behind the net, and it's coming back the other direction. Cyclones with it, and it's Brandon McNally across the line. Now Powell tries to center it. It is broken up by Petrozelli. Far side again, top of the circle, up top, Leone. He'll take a shot through traffic. That's going to go wide, and Sean Szydlowski has got it. Szydlowski off the backhand. all the way down to the Cincinnati zone. And it's Chris Leone back behind the net. 13:55 to go in the first, no score. And Florentino gonna drop back up along the far side. Here's Baptista with it.
Walking in.
Baptista's got Thompson in front, drops it down low. Here's a shot. Baptista put off the side of the net. Baptista with two chances there. And McDonald up along the far boards. McDonald down low to Garrett Thompson. Thompson tries to center it, and he does. Baptista with a shot. Maggio right back in. That one is blocked. Alex Kyle got in the way up to the blue line. Here's McDonald with a shot. That'll go wide. Bobby Shea tracks after it, comes into the corner. Shea takes a hit. Florentino up along the far side. That's going to be tipped, and it's going to go out of play.
They're saying we got deflected, so it's no intentional. And we'll see. We got a penalty coming? No.
13:16 to go in the first. No score between the Komets and the Cyclones.
It'll come outside the Cincinnati zone. Both teams will change up lines with fresh troops out there. 13:16 to go in the period. No score. Shots on goal. 4 by Cincinnati. 3 by the Komets.
Face-off just outside of the Cincinnati blue line. Far face-off dot. And here's the drop. Martineau on it up along the far side. It's going to come into Shaftsman. He'll take a shot. Save made. And gloving it out of the air is Johansson.
Not taking any chances on that play. They dumped it in very quickly and had a man break it from the far side. So give us defense a chance. They go to the draw.
Face-off will go to the right of Johansson. Felix Martineau will take the face-off. Here's the drop, and it goes right in front of the goaltender, Johansson, and it comes into the corner. Up along the near side, it is Martineau to Desjardins taking a shot. That's deflected. That'll get out.
A lot of deflection in this game simply because the defense is good. They stay up close to the man as close as they can. So when they get the puck, they're right in their face and they got to get the stick out. A lot of deflections. They don't give anybody a lot of room back there to turn, look, shoot, have time to get a good shot. They got to shoot quickly.
Martineau will take the face off.
The Komets.
And here's the drop, and it comes up to the blue line. It'll get out. Cody Soul drifting all the way back to his own blue line, plays it off the wall, and it's going to be taken away by the Cincinnati Cyclones. It's Mike Barrett. Barrett over to Diodati. Going to send it forward out to the center line. Komets have got it. Martineau on the near wing. Martineau looking for a man in front. And Desjardins now comes up to Binkley with a rip.
Good shot.
And a save made by Johansson. Now Cody Soul in the corner. Comes back up top to Martineau. Martineau right side to Binkley. Binkley now will take a shot. It's blocked. And the Cyclones come away with it. Off the wall. Now it's Martineau there over to Binkley. Sends it over off the wall. Here is a shot. Just tipped wide by Soul. Binkley on the right side. He's going to come down low, and now it's whipped around the far side. And now along the far boards, it's Jamie Shaftsma. Shaftsma tied up there, lost the puck, going to play off the glass for DeFalvis. And now Soul gets it back. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. And DeFalvis will skate with it for Cincinnati. DeFalvis into the Komet zone. Coming in on Hauser. Got a shot off.
Cody Soul come back hard.
Cody Soul will pick it up, and now Martineau with it up along the far side. Martineau with a man on it. Pulls it all the way back into the Komet zone. It's Bobby Shea. Shea scoots it up along the far side. Comes out to the center ice logo where the Cyclones have it. It's Vibe. Vibe on the left wing. Drops it back behind him. Cincinnati caught in a line change, and the Komets can't get away with it. Comes up to the blue line. Schultz runs it down on the far side. Comes down into the corner to Vibe. Vibe on the far side. Runs into Dennis Kravchenko, and the Cyclones back up to the point. It's Canotto. Here's a shot. Save made. Rebound is loose in front. Komets have got it, and a penalty is called. Cross check on the Komets.
Yeah, in front of the net there. Pretty aggressive in front of the net as the Komet defense got tangled up with one of the big guys. Is it Kravchenko? Kravchenko got tangled up with a big forward. Had a muscle, got the stick around him a little bit and brought it up. They're going to call high sticking.
And we'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants. Old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets, penalty kill, second time tonight, no score. Here's Mazita Magenda taking a shot. That's going to be deflected and out.
A lot of deflection, both ends of the ice, as we say. Get in their face quickly, make them shoot quickly, get your stick out, you got a chance of deflecting it out.
Dennis Kravchenko was in the box, 2 minutes cross-checking.
Second penalty of the game to the Komets. Cincinnati's second power play.
Mazita Magenda on the drop for Cincinnati, comes into the corner, and it's going to go up to the blue line. That'll get out. Mason Baptista trying to get to the puck. He'll get to it first, but Schultz came across, knocked it away. And Mazita Magenda, he will scoot forward with it. Tripped up on the play, and Cincinnati still with it up along the far side. Going to throw it back into the Komet zone, up along the near boards. And down low into the corner. Now wheeled up to the top. Knodel will get it up along the near boards. Now up top we come to Mazita Magenda. Schultz on the left side. Schultz will bank it off the wall. Now a cross-rink pass. Here is a shot. That is going to be blocked. And Dan Maggio will try and rim it around. Going to come all the way up to the blue line. Mazita Magenda is there. And now to Knodel. Back on the far side. Top of the corner. And here's a shot knocked away. And that's going to get out.
Nice block, Thompson.
53 seconds to go on the power play for Cincinnati. No score as we come up on the halfway point here in the first period. Here is O'Donnell. Gets it to Kyle. Kyle will take it across the line. Being defended by Cody Soul as he wheels it back up to the top.
Using the point.
O'Donnell on the far side. Back to Kyle. Back to the point. Now it's Atwell on the left side. He is going to sneak down low into the corner. Atwell giving it a look. He's got a little bit of space. Plays it up top. Powell. Now back on the right side. Going to come back up to Atwell in the high slot. And he's going to find Powell. Top of the left circle. Down to 14 seconds to go on the power play. Powell's going to drop it down low. Now back up. Here's a shot. Save made. And up along the near side. Cincinnati still with it. Coming up to the blue line. And here is a shot. Save made by Hauser. Got the left leg on it.
All even.
Kravchenko comes out of the box. Cincinnati still with the puck. Here's a shot. Trying to go short side. It goes wide. And back up along the near boards. Coming up to the blue line. It's Powell. He is going to scoot it down low. Kyle chases after it. Cody Soul over there as well. Soul is going to out-muscle him. And the Komets get it out. Now they'll retreat back in their own zone. Try and regroup. Get a line change. Here is Binkley. Up along the far side. He's going to find Szydlowski. Now Kravchenko will get it in to avoid the check. Petrozelli comes down low. Petrozelli jamming away at the puck. Draws two defenders. Gets it down into the corner. Kravchenko whips it around. Here's McKernan at the blue line. McKernan over. Szydlowski, far side shot. Johansson with the glove save.
Szydlowski, the shot from the off wing. May have got on the net, but anyways, Johansson makes the glove save and holds on with 8:34 to go. No score, first period.
We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
8:34 to go in the first period. No score so far tonight. It's game 2. Game 3 will be in Cincinnati next Thursday night. Game 4 is scheduled for Saturday night. Face-off will be to the right of Johansson in the Cincinnati zone. Shots in the game are 7-5 in favor of Cincinnati, but they have had the luxury of having 2 power plays here in period number 1.
7 shots to 5, Cincinnati's favor. Most of them coming from power play time.
Kravchenko will take the draw. And the puck is dropped, comes up to the blue line, Ryan Lowney. Here's a shot. It goes wide of that. Maggio is there. He holds it on at the blue line. Back over to Lowney. Lowney will take a shot. Save made. It goes behind Johansson. Puck is loose, and it goes up along the far side. Lowney with it finds Maggio. Maggio ranging to his left. Now he reverses back, going to give it up to Lowney. Lowney now had the puck taken off of his stick. It's going to get out of the zone, and now the Komets will have to get on sides. Leone with it for Cincinnati. Moves it over to Florentino. He will zip it into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser. Back out of the net. It's going to wheel it around, and it's going to go to Baptista. Baptista tries to feather it to McDonald. McDonald with it off the backhand.
Dumped in.
And into the Komet zone, or the Cincinnati zone. Played up along the near side. It's Garrett Thompson. Here's a turnaround shot. Barrett will block it. And the Komets. Here's Baptista. Runs into Diodati, gets over to Thompson. Here's a shot, save made. Johansson, another shot. That one goes wide of the net. Back on the near side, stepping up is Binkley. He'll put it on net. That's blocked.
Grandma
in front, and that one goes high.
That one came loose and a bouncer.
Chief and Baptista. They duel up along the far side. Now it's wheeled around. It'll get out. Komets got to get back on sides.
Good pressure, Komets. Forechecking.
Binkley back in his own zone with 7:12 to go in the first. And McDonald off of his stick into the Cincinnati zone, into the corner. And it's Bukaboom down low, back on the far side. Bukaboom now will get the puck back. And he'll give it over to Diodati. He'll play it off the glass. Rolling puck now in the Komet zone. Hauser thought about playing it. No icing, as it's going to be Bobby Shea in the corner. Shea up along the near side. Mosita Magenda in there for Cincinnati. They battle down low up along the near boards. Now again, back up along the near side. Mazita Magenda got a man in front. The puck is loose. Hauser's got it, and the whistle will blow. It was McNally jamming away in front.
Yeah, he was all by himself for a split second there. He had 2 little flip shots. Hauser was right in his face with the pads down. Wasn't able to grab the loose puck, but McNally kept whacking, and the puck kept bouncing until they finally got a hold of it. Got the whistle. The referee gave him it. So, man, a little loose. Too loose in front of that net.
6:37 to go in period number 1. Still no score. And the face-off to the right of Hauser. Powell will take the face-off with Kravchenko. And up to the blue line. Gonna rim around, back behind the net. Here's Ryan Lowney. Lowney up along the far side. Gives a look, goes down the middle of the ice off the stick of Szydlowski. And Szydlowski comes into the corner. Cannotto goes back behind the net. Cyclones with the puck. It's Atwell up along the far side. Cannotto will play it off the glass. And that is going to get to the neutral zone. Cyclones will gain the Komet line. O'Donnell on the far side to Cannotto. Cannotto in the face-off circle. Comes down low, back behind the net. Centers it. Kicked out of there by Hauser. Back up along the far side. Cincinnati still with the puck. Cannotto on the left wing. Drops it up along the near side. And now it's going to be off the backhand, back behind the net, and it's O'Donnell. Now it's McNally up along the far side. He gets harassed by Kravchenko. Now Sean Szydlowski will get it out. He'll pump it off the wall, and now back into the Cincinnati zone. 5:42 to go in the first, no score. And the Cyclones with the puck. It's O'Donnell with a nifty little move to get around Garrett Thompson. Gets it into the zone. Ryan Lowney is there for the Komets. He gets it back out. And now it is Thompson battling for it.
Move the puck, guys.
Yep, he's got it. Thompson on the far side. His pass going to be blocked. And now Mason Baptista, he'll grab it.
Try it.
Right there near the Comet bench. Baptista across the line. His shot is going to go up along the near side. And into the corner, Garrett Thompson. Thompson to Baptista. Lost to Florentino. And Florentino has got it up along the far side. He moves it ahead. Trickling puck into the Comet zone. And there's Cody Soul. Soul over to Binkley. Binkley on the near side. Flips it forward. And a bouncing puck will come across the line. Here's Shafsma. And it's taken away by Barrett. Barrett into the corner. And now Barrett will get loose of Desjardins. Gets around Shafsma now. Up along the near side. Cross-ring pass. Has Leone in stride. He'll cross over the line. Leone now rims it around, and it's Cody Soul giving a little bit of help up along the far side. Kyle is there in Cincinnati with the puck in the Comet zone. Here's Kyle circling around, trying to get loose of Cody Soul. Soul now pins him up against the boards, but now he gets loose. And now he lost the puck. Jamie Shafsma's there. And now Shafsma gets it all the way down. Rolling puck into the Cincinnati zone. Here's Desjardins. Comets are called for advancing the puck with the hand.
Yep. Comet blue line, right at the Cincinnati blue line. Two Comet players. Puck popped in the air. They bopped it ahead with the hand. The wrong guy touched the puck. That'll force the hand pass back to center ice.
4:20 to go in the first. No score.
Comets face off at center ice as Kravchenko will take the draw. Szydlowski on the right over here.
And the puck goes back into the Comet zone. It is McKernan. He'll get it in the Cincinnati zone. Now Knottle, he will control it for the Cyclones. On the near side, it's going to be tipped all the way into the Comet zone. Going up along the far side, Mozita Magenda. Now down low into the corner. They tried to center it. Nice play, McKernan. He blocks the pass, and it goes up along the far side. Now down low. Here's a shot. It goes off the side of the cage, and it comes into the corner. Bobby Shea there for the Comets. Backhander. Can't get it out. It's held in. Now it's cycled down low, back behind the net. Played up along the near side. Chopped at by Szydlowski. And to the blue line we come. Petrozelli gets it out, but the Cyclones swipe it back. On the left side, it's Vive. Vive dropping it back. All the way over to the far side. Schultz, he tracks after it. He picks it up, skates it up to the blue line, puts it out in front of the net. It's going to be intercepted by McKernan. McKernan off the stick of Bobby Shea. Didn't know where it was. Puck is now rolling. Mason Baptista's got it. And Baptista will come across the line as he gives it up to McDonald. Rolling puck. It is going to come out to Baptista. Oh, a penalty is going to be called. Going to be on the Comets, third one of the period.
Well, Maggio got an elbow up a little bit on one of the Cincinnati players and just got a little piece of him, and one of the other Cincinnati players didn't like it and came over, and the two of them squared off, and Maggio looks like he's going to head for the penalty box. Tripping, there is a call play.
Yep. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Third power play of the period for Cincinnati. We're scoreless. Cyclones here on the near side, here in the Comet zone. Mozita Magenda giving it a look up top of the blue line. Knodel out top of the right circle, coming down low, knocked out of there by Hauser. And back up along the near side. Baptista trying to fish it out of the scrum in the corner. It's going to be knocked loose. Going to go on the far side. Cody Soul's there. Big goal. Yeah. Cody Soul.
There's going to be a collision there.
Tried to hit Schultz. Schultz ducked him. And now the Comets come away with the puck. Mason Baptista with it. Baptista into the Cyclone zone. Garrett Thompson chasing after it. Knodel gets it out. Comets get a line change. And now Thompson held up behind the play. Got a hustle on back now. As O'Donnell gets it into the corner here in the Comet zone. It's McNally up along the near side to the blue line. Atwall back on the far side. Cyclones have got it. Mozita Magenda up top of the blue line. And now it is Atwall's turn with it. Atwall on the left side. Comes down low. Centering play. Save made by Hauser. Atwall was the one creeping in, and now we've got Atwall and Szydlowski in a shoving match.
Yeah, there's a set play right there, point to point down to the corner, a little flip pass to the man just inside of the net with a quick shot. Worked perfect, right on the net. Hauser makes a nice save, and the rebound on it. They keep showing the replay of the penalty that was given to Maggio. Maggio wasn't even in the play when the guy went down.
Maybe a little embellishment there.
Yeah.
Having a little fun here on the scoreboard.
A little bit of a dive on the play is what they're indicating.
But it's still power play time for Cincinnati. And here's Atwall on the left side. It's Kyle up top of the blue line. 34 seconds to go on the power play. Shot save made. And up along the far side. Cincinnati still with it. Coming down low. Powell will move it up to the blue line. Here is the shot. That's going to be deflected. That's going to get the screen.
Yeah.
So that'll slow it up.
Deflected and goes up into the screen. They're just trying to determine. They're going to say it went off a Comet player, so it will stay in the Comet zone. Line change for Comets.
1:31 to go in the first period. No score here tonight. 21 seconds to go on the power play for Cincinnati. It's their third of the first period. It's going to be Miles Powell in the face-off for Cincinnati. It comes up to the blue line.
10 seconds left of the power play.
Cyclones. O'Donnell up on the far side. Coming up to Atwall. Now on the left wing, 7 seconds to go in the power play. Atwall comes in the corner. Got a man in front. Comets break it up.
Cleared. Cody Saul down the ice.
That'll do it.
That'll end it. 5-on-5 again. Stay out of that box, guys. Last minute of the period.
Kyle has got the puck up along the far side. Cuts it back to the middle of the ice. Zips it into the Comet zone. And a rolling puck goes to Michael Hauser. Michael Hauser knew a funny hop last night. Wasn't taking a chance. That one came off the boards kind of weird.
Yep. Bounced it. 2 little bounces, and he jumped down on it and got the puck. Face-off will stay in the zone. Comets ready to go for a big draw here. 56 seconds in the period. No score. They've killed off 3 power plays, doing a lot of work. A lot of energy being wasted, though.
Face-off to the right of Hauser. And to the blue line, it is Chris Leone. Leone taking a shot, missed it wide. And McDonald, he grabs it. Down on the far side, flips it forward. Going to come here on the near side. It's Garrett Thompson. Thompson got it out to the blue line, but Shea could not keep it in. Now it goes off the skate of McKernan. McKernan all the way back. Going to play it off the glass here in the Comet zone. Deflected. Day Chief picks it up. And Mason Baptista with there. He gets it back. And the Comets will bring it forward. Shot on Johansson. Knuckled him on a little bit. Goes wide of the net. Leone now pushes it ahead. Bobby Shea is there back at his own blue line. Dennis Kravchenko on the far side. Swoops it into the Cincinnati zone. And coming into the corner, Sean Szydlowski decks Leone. And into the corner, Cyclones still with it. Played off the glass. In 10 seconds we have got left in the first period. Here's Lowney. Lowney off the wall. Petrozelli couldn't do much with it. Now to 2 seconds. Here's a shot all the way from neutral ice on Hauser. Save made, and that it will do it. We're done with 20 minutes after after period number 1 here in game number 2.
Well, we're going to see a lot of this hockey. A lot of even periods, a lot of good checking, a lot of tight hockey. Shots on goal. Cincinnati outshoots us so far, 11-6. 3 power play chances by Cincinnati. Really the story of the period. The Comets did a good job killing them off, and you can guarantee Gary Graham's going to be mentioning to stay out of that box. But one of them was a bit of a fluky one. The other ones maybe have been avoided, but they've got to stay out of that box, go after the other team, and get a couple of chances themselves. So pretty good period after last night's long 6 periods. Pretty good to come out and get the legs all going and get right back into it.
So no score at the end of 1 period of play. We'll be back. Big City Cars, big intermission show coming up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer. And we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Komets season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you! Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the dew.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the first intermission. Komets and Cyclones have skated to a stalemate after 20 minutes of play. No score here tonight. And we are in the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. And speaking of Big City Cars, I'm being joined by someone from Big City Cars. Tim Duncan is joining me here tonight. And Tim, glad you could make it out. Big City Cars occupying the big luxury suite tonight. I'm sure you guys are having a good time.
We are. We invited 100 of our friends.
All right. Nice to see that. Now, you're also involved with the Honor Flight. That's why you're up here tonight. Of course, Big City Cars sponsors our military jerseys, and we had a great time back in November, and the Honor Flight is now gearing up to go again.
It is scheduled for this April 25th, and I guess my effort tonight is just to remind everybody about the flight. And, there's quite a few events that are part of the event that when they come back from D.C., last I heard, I've never been to one, so I'll be at this one, and they're saying there's 3,000 to 4,000 people that come out to the airport to welcome the veterans back. So it's pretty incredible experience.
And it's really neat. And of course, our own Bob Chase went on a couple of those, and I know he enjoyed it very much. It's such a great honor, and that's one thing I've always wanted to chaperone. I've always wanted to go on one of those flights as well. So that would be a very unique experience. And again, you are raising money, of course, for the Honor Flight. Our jersey auction back in November, and again next year as well. You guys will be sponsoring the jerseys. Again, we'll go to the honor flight. Now, what other ways can people can donate for this event?
They can go on there. They can go online and they can contribute online. They can come out to the event, just be part of the event, and welcome the veterans back. You know, financial contributions are awesome, but also people contributions and being there and supporting our veterans really has its value to it as well. So if I wasn't able to contribute, going out and welcome them back, that's what I'd be doing. So, and they have quite a few people going this year. This particular fight, there's quite a few World War II vets going, Cold War vets, Korean vets, and there's several Vietnam vets that are going as well. So
yeah, it's neat to see as of course we're losing more and more of the World War II guys, but you're seeing more of the younger guys now taking part of this as well.
And I think some of them are even being ambassadors and being going as the Guardians, which gives them an opportunity to be part of that and share that experience with some of their veteran brothers as well. So it's really an awesome experience.
Now, when they go to DC, what all is the event? What all the memorials that you go see?
Well, when they go there, they pretty much see the memorials that are designated to their particular conflict that they were part of. I'm sure they see other conflicts as they're there as well, just to be part of the whole experience. But you know, they have a pretty regimented schedule. After talking to Dennis Covey about it, it was really amazing how regimented it is, just to make sure that every one of those guys have a chance to get to the different memorials and be part of the event and lunch. And it's a full day. They get back like at 9 o'clock at night. So we're supposed to be there at 6 in the morning to send them off. So that'll be a long day for me.
Well, it's still amazing that you're able to get all that in one day. You know, that's a little over 12 hours. It's a long day, but it's still amazing you're able to pull it off.
When he was telling me about the schedule, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. That makes me exhausted just looking at your schedule.
Right. Well, and to think, these the World War II guys, 80s and 90s, and they're doing it.
Yeah, some of those guys, I've met a couple of them that were well into their 90s. Pretty humbling experience to meet a gentleman and from that conflict, and for him to actually be vertical still, at this time of his life, and to have good memories and to share some good stories. I mean, it really is a unique experience to be around some of those folks.
Yeah, and if you ever get a chance to talk to a World War II vet, I highly recommend it, just to sit down and just have a conversation. And some guys, still to this day, do not like to talk what happened, what they saw, whatever theater they were in. But if you ever have a chance and to get some of those stories is just amazing.
Take that few seconds to thank those veterans for their service and be part of and listen to them, because they do have some words of wisdom for sure.
Absolutely. And we thank you for sponsoring our military jerseys. Again, we'll do it again next year. And this year's design was pretty neat. One of my favorites.
It actually was. I wore it several times, and it's amazing how a lot of people really were they were real keen to that design. So that really helps, as far as the jersey sales. They did raise $12,300 to donate towards this particular flight. So that was quite a contribution from the Comet fans as well, bidding on the jersey. So that was pretty awesome event, seeing just the outpouring of our community supporting our veterans as well. So
and it's a one of a kind event. We do it every year, and again, we'll bring it back next November as well. And Tim Duncan, who's been with me a couple times this season as an old Snyder hockey player, played for Robbie Irons. You're sitting in the seat right now.
I am. I saw the honor legend walk down the stairs, and I introduced him to my friend that was up with me, and I said, "Now this is a legend right here."
Yeah.
And he said, he says, "Well, he's the hockey player." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. You're the goalie. You guys didn't play hockey, right?" We started laughing. It's that old camaraderie amongst old hockey guys like us.
Tim here's got some great hockey stories, and we were talking the other day that even after all these years, you say the word Toledo, and it still upsets you.
Oh, that is just a horrible place to go play hockey. Every time we traveled there, it was just a horrible games. None of us played well. The fans are awful. It's just, Toledo. It's just, every time you think about it, you're like, that's like the armpit of hockey.
All right, Tim Duncan, we'll leave it at that. Great. Nice little jab at our good friends over in the Buckeye State, the Toledo Walleye, who are trailing in their game against us, Indianapolis tonight. So thank you, Tim, for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the game and enjoy the rest of the playoffs.
I appreciate it, Shane.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani with you here tonight. Robbie Irons will be back in a moment. We're in the middle of the first intermission and no score here in game number 2. Komets grabbing the lead in this series in dramatic fashion last night, 4-3 in double overtime. And right now we've got no score up on the board. But the big news of tonight has been the power play situation. Komets have been skating a man down 3 times tonight, and that could be a problem as the Komets have yet to get a power play. Goaltenders tonight, Johansson for Cincinnati, a perfect 6 of 6. Michael Hauser is a perfect 11 of 11 tonight, and that is how we have got here tonight. So we are in the middle of the first intermission. We'll take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s, or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys, plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the first intermission between the Komets and the Cyclones. Best of 7 series here in the first round. The winner of this series will get the winner of the Indianapolis-Toledo series. In Toledo, they're up 1-0 in that series. We'll take a look at the scoreboard a little bit later, as this series will shift to Cincinnati, as next game will be played on Thursday at Cincinnati. That's April 19th. Get a Friday night off, and then Saturday for game number 4. Everything else is as needed. We'll be in Cincinnati on Sunday on the 22nd, and then if needed, the series will shift back here to Fort Wayne the 24th and the 25th. But hopefully we won't need those if necessaries, as the Komets looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this series, but we have got to stay out of the box. So far, most of the scoring chances have belonged to Cincinnati, but that is because they have benefited from 3 power plays that the Komets have given them, and I'm sure Coach Gary Graham, like Robbie Irons said before we went to break, is stressing that stay out of the box. We are even up going into the second period, something that hasn't happened a whole lot this year, as we have not had very good first periods, but outside of the penalty problems in that first period, it was a pretty even up first period, and let's grab that momentum going into period number 2. Let's take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI and license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Here we go. Second period set to start at the Coliseum. No score between the Komets and Cyclones. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons here tonight, and we are underway. We skate 5-on-5 as we start up the second period. Ryan Lowney pushed it up along the near side wall in the neutral zone. It is going to be right there at the Komet line, held for a moment. And now Maggio will drift backwards, plays it off the wall to Garrett Thompson. Now Baptista moves it ahead, and the Cyclones kick it loose up along the near boards. All the way into the Cincinnati zone. Cyclones have got it. Now it's dished forward. DeFolvis can't play it. Going to go off the end boards. Hauser gives it a poke, and it goes up along the near side. Cincinnati with it. Shot. With the shots in. Hanging on is Mike Hauser.
Not much change from the first period. Get the puck, take a quick shot on the net, look for the rebound. Good forecheck by Cincinnati created the giveaway, and the quick shot come off the wing. Hauser makes the save. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. We haven't played a minute yet. We've had one good shot.
Face-off to the left of Hauser. And it's Mozita Magenda and Kravchenko. Two names I wouldn't like to spell back-to-back. Puck comes into the corner. And here is Cody Soul. Takes a hit from behind and into the corner. Played up along the near boards. And Kravchenko gets it out all the way in to the Cincinnati zone. Here's Florentino on the near side. It's going to be grabbed by Kravchenko on the left side. Cross ice pass. Szydlowski in front. Save made, and hanging on is Johansson.
Yeah, nice little three-way passing play by the Komets just inside Cincinnati zone. They moved from the left wing to the right wing, back to the center where Szydlowski was with the quick shot down low. Johansson makes the save.
Face-off will go to the left of Johansson. Just a little over a minute into this second period. No score. And into the corner. The Diodati up along the near side to Schultz. Schultz gives it a look, gets it out to the neutral zone. Here's Vive. He will get it into the Comet zone. Back behind the net, it's Hauser. Over to Cody Soul. Soul played around the board. Schultz is there. Here's a shot, and it's knocked down. It is loose.
Come on, Cody.
And Cody Soul is able to get to it. Far side, Sean Szydlowski. Sid has got it. Comets got numbers. 3-on-2. They cross over. Here's Petrozelli. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back on the corner, it's Mozita Bagenda. Played forward, the Cyclones will get it into the Comet zone. And now it's going to be grabbed by Martineau. Now Cody Soul, Bobby Shea up along the near side. And it's going to come up to the blue line and not out. Bobby Shea now with it again. Out to Cody Soul. Soul a backhander.
Good ice that.
And that's going to go all the way down. Yep, we'll have a drop coming up in the Comet zone.
I think Cody wanted a whistle. He's been out there a long shift here, and he threw it up the boards backhanded to make sure he cleared the zone, but nobody was on the right wing there. Went all the way down the ice, and it forces a face-off back into the Comet zone.
Face-off will be to the right of Hauser. And Martineau will be in there for the Comets.
He gets kicked out.
Powell in there for Cincinnati. Now he's going to move out. Comets win it. Here's Bobby Shea playing it off the glass. And Knodel back in the neutral zone. Back on the near side. It is Atwell. Placing it into the zone. It's going to be stopped by Hauser. Hauser will pump it up along the near side. It's going to go all the way out. And it's going to go all the way up along the far side. Cincinnati has got it. Atwell now to his own blue line. He will skate with it. He'll grab the Comet line. Going to flip it in on Hauser. Hauser way out of the nets, and he will cover it up.
Creates a little bit of a collision.
Atwell and Shea in there.
Shea didn't like the fact that his feet got knocked out from underneath him from behind. Hauser was out, created a little skirmish at the side of the net, and Shea still looking to have a few words with the Cincinnati player.
No score. 17:36 to go in the second period. Comets, who put 72 shots on net last night, have only have 7 here tonight.
Yeah. I think Bobby Shea just took a number. We'll see what happens with that as we go down the period. Face-off stays in the Comet zone.
To the left of Hauser we come. All the way up to the blue line. Florentino grabs it. He'll toss it into the corner. Now back behind the net. It's O'Donnell for Cincinnati. And up top of the blue line, here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. It's under his pad. And he'll get a whistle. Hauser didn't know where it was for a second.
Well, McKerman lost his stick, which creates a heck of a problem when the defenseman loses his stick because he has to grab on and he has to do something. And fortunately, he wasn't able to help Hauser clear the puck, so Hauser dove out, got down low and got into it and was able to hold on to it. Face-off stays there in the Comet zone. Line change by both teams. Bobby Shea still having a few things to say to their bench.
Face off to the left of Hauser. That's Powell and Baptista. Now Powell's going to get kicked out second straight time. O'Donnell comes in. Tied up on the dot. Now it comes up, and it's going to get loose on the near side. Baptista into the Cincinnati zone. Comets crossover. Here is Maggio flipping it in. Back behind the net. Florentino is there for Cincinnati. Runs into Maggio. Puck is played up along the near side. And now the Cyclones with the puck. Going to be a 3-on-2 break for Cincinnati. Powell over to O'Donnell. Gets in deep. Takes a shot. Save made by Hauser.
Come on, up the ice, Comets.
Garrett Thompson trying to transition up along the left side. Carries it over the line. Got a trailer. It's McDonald. McDonald has it. All he can do is go back behind the net to Baptista.
Use a point. Trying to use the point.
Baptista in the corner. Plays it off the end boards. Garrett Thompson plays it up along the left side. It's Ryan Lowney. Lowney in the corner. Pumps it off the wall. Garrett Thompson will pick it up. Going to come up to the blue line. And it's grabbed by the Cyclones.
Nice play.
It's Maggio.
Maggio made a nice play.
Yep, headed off McNally up along the far side. And now Maggio goes all the way back. And it's going to go to Lowney. Lonnie sends it ahead, goes off the stick and all the way down to Johansson. He'll glove it down. He'll get a whistle.
Have to keep the face off the Cincinnati zone, but nice play up the boards. Maggio was on the boards there. He tried to pinch in a little bit. Cincinnati was sort of breaking out with a 2-on-1. Maggio stood up, blocked the puck, and then took the man out to make sure he didn't zip by him with it. And that killed the play right there. Gave the Komets forwards time to come back and get back on defense. Nice play.
Kravchenko right off the face-off. He's tripped up. We got a penalty called, and it's going to be on Cincinnati.
Yep. Komets getting the goaltender out.
Extra skater here. Delayed call. Komets with the puck. Szydlowski.
Extra attacker on the ice. Komets still with the puck.
Here's McKernan. Bobby Shea, top of the left circle. Moves it ahead to Szydlowski. Now back over. Here's Szydlowski on the point. Giving it a look. Moves it over to Shea. Shea off the stick of Kyle, and that will bring us a whistle.
Going to be penalty to Cincinnati. Komets going to have their first power play of the game. See if we can get something going on it.
15:46 to go in the second. First time the Komets have had a man advantage. We've got no score here in the second. And here's a chance to break the deadlock. Face on.
Holding. 17, Day Chief, was it?
Yep, Winston Day Chief will goes off for holding.
Let's get the draw, guys. Get her back.
Martineau on the face-off. Back on the far boards. Desjardins in the corner. Desjardins back behind the net. Skips it up along the near side. Bobby Shea with it on the left side. Sticks it back down low. Back to Shea. Now going to go down low to Mason Baptista. Pass behind him. Cyclones try and clear it around. Jamie Shaftsman knocks it down. Now up along the near side. Coming up. Tied up along the near boards. Bobby Shea with it. Over. Martineau. Eyes the shot. Takes it. Save made by Johansson. Far side, and it's going to be cleared out.
Hauser plays it. Holds on for the defense for the charge up the ice.
Komets with the puck and on a power play. Jamie Shaftsma. Into the Cincinnati zone. Martineau. Going back behind the net. It's Garrett Thompson. Far side. Maggio picks it up at the blue line. Back up along the far side. Garrett Thompson in the corner. Thompson has a man break in. It was Maggio, and he couldn't connect.
Couldn't get the shot off. In too tight.
Here's Kravchenko. Back to Maggio in the corner. Now Kravchenko on the left side. He drops it back. Here's a shot. Johansson
good one.
Save. Thompson up along the far boards. Up top, here's Bobby Shea. Over. One-timer. That's going to be knocked down. And it's going to come all the way into the Komet bench. We got an injured Cyclone.
Yeah, the puck got deflected. I think it went right up and hit him in the face area. And he's down pretty good right now. Referee gave him the quick whistle. And Trainer coming out nice as quick as she can.
That was Bukaboom.
Yeah. He gets up on his own power.
Yeah, he did catch that one right in the face. Looks like he's okay as he is going to go off. 45 seconds to go in the Komet power play. No score here in the second period of game 2.
Yeah, they only had one shot on goal on this power play. The draw is still in the Cincinnati zone. Still 45 seconds. Plenty of time to get a good shot on. Kravchenko taking the draw.
Face-off will be to the left of the goaltender, Johansson. And the Cyclones get it out. Well, deflected. It's going to go out of play. Referee is saying it was tipped.
Yeah, everybody's looking for it and can't find it. So face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Good break for the Komets.
Komets are open for a delay. Now they're going to come together. Let's see if we do have a delay game call here. Both referees and the linesmen come together to talk about this. And this is what you like to see, especially in the playoffs. Everybody conferring.
As long as they're discussing Cincinnati, we're all right.
Yeah. So the referee comes out to center ice, doesn't signal any other additional penalty.
He's having a peace talk right now with both coaches.
Now the other referee is talking to each linesman.
The Cincinnati bench doesn't look too happy with what he's telling them, so they may be drawing a penalty off this.
So far, nothing. Gate hasn't been open.
Nope. They're over to talk to Graham. Nope. They're going to do it. Stay the way they are. No penalties on it.
All right. So after the committee meeting, nothing comes of it. And we'll stay 5-on-4. Komets still with the power play. Kravchenko in the face-off circle. He's going to get kicked out. Szydlowski, he'll now take it. And it's Garrett Thompson up to the blue line. Lowney goes off of his skates. And back on the near side, Cincinnati will pull it into the Komet zone. Now we've got a penalty called. And we got a big hit down on Garrett Thompson. And look out, here we go. Everybody down in the corner. Oh, Dan Maggio going after somebody.
He's got somebody.
He's
now
got
they're
his
going.
stick, and now we've got punches being thrown. I think he's going after Atwall.
Yeah, he wants him to come out of the crowd, but he won't come out. Maggio, a pretty big boy. Atwell not that big, and they both threw a couple of punches at each other.
And Atwell was the one who was talking to Bobby Shea.
Yeah.
And Ryan Lowney.
Ryan Lowney, I think, is going to get the original penalty for holding. He got the stick tangled up on the forechecker, and the whistle is going to be called. And as they went in the corner, a big collision in the corner with Thompson and Atwell as they collided in the corner right here.
Well, actually, it was Vive who had Lowney's stick, and we see the replay.
Yeah.
And then Vive comes in, and he hits Garrett Thompson in the corner.
Yeah.
Thompson was slow in getting up.
And then Kravchenko comes charging in the middle of it. And
so, yeah, it should have been Vive with the holding call, as he's the one who grabbed the stick.
Well,
now he's going to the box. So is Atwall. So, again, the referees having another meeting. Referees tonight, Chris Pontus and Liam Sewell. Jesse Marquis and Patrick Richardson are the linesmen. And they're coming together, and right now it's a team photo in the Cincinnati penalty box.
You would think with two referees and two linesmen, they'd be able to keep an eye on everything. They seem to be asking each other what's going on. But face-off looks like it's going back into the Cincinnati zone on the icing call. And we're just trying to find out what's going on in the penalties. Two players in there for the Cyclones, and the Komets box is open.
Well, I think it's going to be Maggio, actually, because he threw a couple punches at Atwall, and Atwall's in there as well.
Yeah.
So you got to think they will both go. But I think Vive, I think they were originally going to call that holding call on Lowney, but the other referee came in and said, no, it was Vive grabbing the stick. So they're still talking about it. 4:17 to go in the second.
Well, Maggio was in the box, so we've got that one right. And they're just trying to iron out the other ones. They have not put them up on the clock yet.
And Atwall and Vive, they are in the box as well. There's still 17 seconds to go.
Atwall, 2 minutes roughing. For Cincinnati's number 15, Justin Vive, 2 minutes holding the stick. For the Komets, number 7, Daniel Maggio, 2 minutes roughing.
Okay.
Time penalty is 5 minutes, 43 seconds.
Yeah, we should have 4-on-3 for 31 seconds. Yes, we do. Come on, guys. 5-on-3.
5-on-3. Yes, 5-on-3 for 31 seconds. And here we go. Here's the chance. Now Martineau gets taken down right off the faceoff. Oh, doesn't get a call. Martineau just got clotheslined. Puck goes all the way into the Komet zone. And here's Sean Szydlowski with the puck. He'll cross the line. Szydlowski with his head down. Up along the far side. Komets 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Here's a one-timer. Score! Cody Soul.
They set him up on the point. It is a power play goal. Still 6 seconds on the first penalty. Cody Soul, a blast from the point, set up by Szydlowski. Top shelf on a screenshot.
And the Soul Train brings the Komets to their first goal of the game. Power play goal. 13:51 to go in the second period. And the Komets still on a power play.
1:35 left on the other power play. The 6-second one will be wiped out, but the Komets still power play 5-on-4.
Sean Szydlowski will get an assist as the Komets are now up 1-0 here in the second. Komets with the puck in their own zone. And it's moved ahead. Martineau will throw it into the Cincinnati zone. There's Florentino, tries to rim it around. Mason Baptista couldn't handle it. And now McNally with it. McNally's going to come in on a breakaway. He shoots. What a save by Hauser.
He stood his ground, stood up, did not back in. The shot was up high. He had his glove right there. Made the save. Nice one. And that's what we talked about at the start of the game, about goaltenders come up with key saves at key times of the game. Perfect example right there. Komets just coming off the high of scoring a goal. Still have power play, and somehow Cincinnati gets a breakaway. Hauser comes up huge.
So the face-off will be in the Komet zone. And 13:26 to go in the second. Komets still with 1:10 on a power play. Komets up 1-0. And the face-off. To the left of Hauser, another, we're talking about things here. Schultz and Bukaboom talking to the linesman. Now we get set up.
Now where are they got going?
And another little meeting here between the linesman and the referee. Now, Vive, he came out of the penalty box and he skated all the way over to the Cincinnati bench. He's not in the penalty box now, so we're not sure if it was an equipment problem or what, but they've got to get somebody in the box. And I think that's what they're discussing right now. And it'll be DeFalvis who will take Vive's spot. Face off to the left of Hauser. Now we get squared away.
Kravchenko for the Komets.
And the Komets come away with it. It's Garrett Thompson. Thompson will float it forward. Going to go off the end boards into the corner. And up top of the blue line, Lowney could not hang on to it. All the way down to Hauser. Under a minute to go in the power play for the Komets. Ryan Lowney has got it. Ryan Lowney off the wall. Kravchenko left side. They enter the zone. Garrett Thompson on the far boards. Drops it back below the goal line. Rings it around left side. Kravchenko coming down low. Going to give it right back to Kravchenko. Up top to Lowney. Here's Szydlowski with a blast. Save made. Rebound. Knocked back in by Kravchenko, but it was blocked by Schultz. Back up to the blue line. Lowney cross rink pass too tall for Szydlowski. Garrett Thompson can't get to it, but Schultz now does. And he'll poke it back into the Komet zone. Hauser will snag it. And it will be Ryan Lowney with 15 seconds to go on the power play. Got time for one more rush.
Up the wing.
Lowney on the right side to Shea. He'll get it in deep. Komets will chase after it. Petrozelli up along the far side. That's going to take a funny bounce off the glass and get out. And we're 5-on-5.
All even. 5-on-5 again.
There's Shafsma over to McDonald. He'll come across the line. And McDonald will skip it into the Cincinnati zone. Florentino up along the far side. Comes into the corner. Jamie Shafsma battles. And we've got a pile up down below the goal line. Up top we come. Here's Bobby Shea with a shot. Save made by Johansson.
To the net.
And he left the rebound out, but the Cyclones have got it. Up along the near side. Back behind the net. Here's Atwall. Atwall up along the far boards. Flips it head. Here's Bobby Shea. Going to go over the board, or over his stick. And the Komets bring it back the other way. It's McDonald. Wide turn. Bringing it into the zone. McDonald on the far side. Takes a shot. Johansson.
Rebound there again.
And it's knocked loose. And it coming all the way to DeFalvis. DeFalvis will get it across the line. Coming in on Hauser. Takes a backhander. Save made. And a penalty's called.
Against Komets. Slashing, I believe it's going to be.
It's going to be on Martineau.
Yep. Komets come up big again, though. Cincinnati one-on-one. Martineau couldn't handle the puck carrier. He went to his backhand. Got a pretty good shot on goal as Hauser came up huge again on that play. But the penalty is drawn. And the Komets will be the man short again.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Trust the doctors that IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Martineau is off. He's in the penalty box. Cincinnati back on the power play. Puck is going to be coming into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser back behind the net. Rimmed around up top of the blue line. Held in. Comes across the line. Oh, it's held in. Here's a shot. Save made.
Shot on the net.
Back into the corner. And Mazita Magenda up top of the blue line. On the right side, it's Schultz taking a shot. Save made by Hauser. Soul is there. And Soul will find a gap, but he can't clear it. Knocked down at the blue line. Here's Schultz on the right side. Back up top to Canolo. Mazita Magenda. Let it roll off of his stick. Comes into the corner. Now up along the far side. Mazita Magenda again holds it. Now he's going to drift in, coming into the corner. Has a man wide open at the point. Now a pass come over to Schultz. Schultz top of the circle. Now high slot. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And it comes into the corner. Komets still can't clear it into the corner. Thompson didn't know where it was. Comes up along the near side. Now it gets loose.
Baptista chips it down the ice. Komets change up a couple of plays.
48 seconds play for the Komets up 1-0 here in the second. Here's O'Donnell drifting into the Comet zone, taking a shot. That's going to be deflected. That will go way out of play.
Power play goal by Cody Soul, and Szydlowski the only sips on the play.
Face off to the left of Hauser. He has faced 17 shots. He has stopped all of them so far tonight, as we're almost halfway gone here in period number 2.
Yeah, that goal came at the 6:09 mark of the second period, so it gave him the 1-0 lead.
Puck is dropped here on the dot, comes up along the near side. And it's Powell. Going upstairs. It's Atwell. Atwell creeping in here on the near side, coming down low. Back up top of the blue line, it's O'Donnell. Range into his left. Moves it over onto the far side. Now it's going to be O'Donnell to Atwell. Atwell on the right side, coming over. Here's a shot, going to be missed wide. And back on the near boards. Into the corner. Cyclones still here on a power play for 8 more seconds. Powell on the right side. Gives it up top of the circle. Back up top to Atwell. Here is a shot. That's going to be deflected. And it's going to go away.
All even again. 5-on-5. Come on, guys.
Here's a quick shot save made by Hauser. What a grab by Hauser. He's playing a great game. 1-0 Komets. We're going to a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4 or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
This is Comet Hockey.
Coming out of the timeout, the Komets have got a 1-0 lead here in Game 2. Komets lead the series 1-0. Series will go to Cincinnati next week, next Thursday and Saturday, games 3 and 4.
Cincinnati out shooting the Komets 8-7 in this period. 19-13 in the game. Not a lot of shots by either team. Some good shots, but not a lot.
Cody Soul with the puck, tries to move it ahead. It's knocked away. Still here in the Comet zone, up along the far side. They go upstairs, knocked away.
Shasma going to beat him.
Shasma will get there, in on Johansson, drops it backhand to Jordan. And he couldn't connect with it. Barrett will bring it back to the Comet zone. Crosses over, had a man in front. Here's a shot. It's going to be wide. Back on the far side to Fulvis. He is going to lose the puck to Desjardins. Desjardins plays it off the glass. Again, going back to Shasma. Shasma will get it in the corner. Pushes it back behind the net. Held up on the play momentarily. Now back up along the near side. And now back behind the net. Here is Leone. Off the wall to the blue line. McCurden jumping off the bench into the play. Couldn't get a shot off. And it's going to go on the near side. Now going to be threaded back into the Comet zone. And that will be an icing on Cincy.
That'll bring the face-off back in Cincinnati zone. 8:28 to go. The series, of course, resumes Thursday in Cincinnati. The next 3 games in Cincinnati. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, before they come back for Game 6, if needed, back here the following Tuesday. So we won't see him for a while. A lot of hockey on the road.
Face off to the right of Johansson in the Cincinnati zone, having a much easier night than he had last night, facing 72 shots in 2 overtimes. Mason Baptista comes into the corner, going back behind the net. Baptista, here's a one-timer by McKernan. Back up along the far side. It's going to get all the way down into the Comet zone.
Should be icing again.
Yep,
Bobby Shea chased it down.
So all the way down we go. Komets will change it up. And the faceoff will go to the left of Johansson, as we just got another assist on the Komets' first goal. Michael Hauser, the goaltender, is going to get one. So it goes Hauser, Szydlowski, Cody Soul. Here's the puck drop in the Cincinnati zone to the blue line. It's Maggio. Rimming it around. Johansson will stop it. Coming up to the near side, Cincinnati with the puck. They're going to enter the zone. It's DeFulvis taking a shot, going to rip it wide. That is going to get out. It's going to grab the
hit the top of the edge of the boards and went straight up, touched the screen, and that'll draw the whistle. And the face-off will stay in the Komets zone.
Face-off will go to the left of Hauser.
Kravchenko will stay out there for the draw. Cody Soul back on the defense with Binkley.
Jesse Schultz for Cincinnati wins the faceoff. Bukaboom with a shot. That's going to go wide. Szydlowski is there. Goes up to the blue line. Held in by Cincinnati. Here's a shot. That's deflected. Back on the far side, it's Kravchenko. Jason Binkley to Cody Soul. Look out. Got a man behind him. Schultz disrupted his pass. He gets the puck back. On the far side, Kravchenko is there. And Kravchenko moves it ahead to Szydlowski. Szydlowski got it taken away. Mozita Magenda with it. Komets back on D as he is going to enter the Komet zone. Taking a shot right into the mitt of Michael Hauser.
Shot off the left wing. The defense stood up, forced him wide, made him shoot from the angle. Hauser handled it pretty easily. Stands out there, made a nice glove save. Face-off will stay in the zone. Komets have to win these draws. Line change both teams again.
7:28 to go in the second period. Komets clinging to a one-goal lead.
7-game series. The winner of this series, of course, goes against Toledo Indianapolis series, which would follow right after this.
Coming up along the far boards, here's Martineau trying to play it off the glass. Komets get it loose and down in the Cincinnati zone. A rolling puck is going to go to Arvin Atwall. Atwall up along the near side. O'Donnell with it. He is going to spin around, gets around to Jardin, and now he will feed it forward off the wall right there at the Komet blue line, and it's going to be grabbed by the captain, Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma tries to get it into the Cincinnati zone and does. It goes off the stick of Desjardins. Played up along the far boards, and the pass is going to go all to the point, but it's going to go all the way down out of the Komet zone. McKernan has got it. Under 7 to go here in the second period. Up on the near side, it's going to be moved forward down to Johansson. He's got to play on it. He moves it ahead. Grabbed by Baptista with a shot, and he takes it. Johansson kicks it out of there, so kind of a bad pass by the goaltender. And McNally drifts backwards, lost it in front. Oh, Baptista. Florentino coughed it up. And a nice job coming across with a stick as Baptista was right in front of the net.
Yeah, and I think he was more surprised than anybody because he just didn't react as quick as he could, but the puck was right there. As he went and let the puck go, the defenseman reached back and got a piece of it, but a break we couldn't capitalize on. Face-off stays in the Cincinnati zone. Baptista will take the draw.
Comes out to Maggio. Here's a shot that goes wide. Back behind the nets. Diodati, far side. Ryan Lowney got a skate on it. McDonald down low into the corner for Baptista. Backhander. Going to rim around here on the near side. Here's a shot knocked down before it got through to Johansson. And the Cyclones feather it off the boards, and now it's going to be dumped into the Komet zone. Back behind the net, Lowney battles his man for it. Puck comes out.
Heads up.
Baptista to the blue line, gets it out, but he got it taken away by Kyle. And now back off the wall. Going to be grabbed by Lowney. Lowney on the left side. He'll come across. Lowney
looking for somebody.
There's a shot. It goes wide. Now picked up McKernan. Oh, that's McDonald in the corner. McDonald trying to spin off some pressure. And McDonald has got it up top of the slot area. Here is Binkley. Binkley trying to get loose. Trying to get away from Kyle.
Dump it in. Dump it in.
And the puck is left there at the blue line. A rolling puck, and the Cyclones get it out. Barrett will bring it into the Komet zone on the right side. Takes a shot, missed it wide. Going to go all the way down to Kyle. Now back up along the far side.
Heads up.
Comes out to McDonald. Backhander has got Szydlowski. Oh, just couldn't handle the pass. And it's going to be back in the Cincinnati zone. Caught up in the linesman's skates. That's a break for the Komets as Cody Soul brings it across the line. Szydlowski dangles around. Nice spin move, and it comes up top. Here's Kravchenko over. Cody Soul now. He winds up. Here's a blast. Save made.
Rebound.
And the rebound into the corner. Under 5 to go in the second. Komets up by a goal, 1-0. Kravchenko will bring it across the line. Back up along the far side, and the Cyclones get it. Cyclones bring it into the Comet zone. Here on the right side, Mozita again got a trailer. It's Schultz. Nice play there by the Comet D. Couldn't get a shot off. Going to come up to the blue line.
The zone.
And over the line it goes.
Bobby Shea cleared that out.
And it's Schultz into the Comet zone. Mazita Magenda, right side, taking a shot, save made by Hauser. Rebound goes on the far side to Petrozelli. Petrozelli with it into the Cincinnati zone, flips it in. Komets will chase after it into the corner. Up along the far side now. It's going to be kicked up along the near side boards. It is Lowney going to play it off the end glass. Stepping up is Maggio. Now Shasma back over to Maggio. Here's a shot. That's going to be missed wide. It's going to rim around here on the left side. And Lowney now goes down low. Centering play. Here's a shot. Save made by Johansson on Martineau. Back up along the near side. Desjardins with it again. Here's a shot that goes wide.
Komets good forechecking. Puck control.
Far boards to Maggio. Left side. Lowney with a shot. Save made.
Deflected.
Yep, Johansson couldn't handle it. Comes up along the near side. Martineau takes his man off the puck. We go back behind the net. And the intensity level is starting to rise here at the Coliseum. Back up along the near side to the blue line. It's kicked loose by Cincinnati. Rolling puck into the Comet zone. And Shafsma will track after it. Shafsma up along the far side, going to be tipped off the stick of Mason Baptista, and now back below Johansson. Now on the near side, it's going to be Powell. Powell with it between the legs of O'Donnell. He picks it up, will carry it into the Comet zone. Goes loose in the corner. Cody Soul is there, looks behind him for a moment, and now he's going to have some help there from Binkley. Coming up along the near side, and it's McDonald gets it out.
Get it up.
Powell to the center line, back into the Comet zone. Here's Powell up along the far boards now. Going into the corner. Now back behind the net. Binkley meets his man there. Puck is going to come loose, and it's Garrett Thompson with it. Thompson on the right side. Flips it forward. Puck is going to come all the way down off the stick of Johansson, and now back up along the near side. Cyclones have got the puck. Played up along the near boards, but it's Bobby Shea. Shea moves it ahead. Petrozelli with it. Back up along the far side, and he is going to play it forward. Off the end board. It's going to be stopped by Johansson. Plays it around to the blue line. McKernan. McKernan has a man in front. Here's a shot. Just goes wide.
Miss the net.
Back on the far side.
From 15 feet out front. Miss the net.
McKernan at the blue line. In front. Kravchenko again. Moves it back. It's McKernan. McKernan to his left to Bobby Shea. Shea gets some pressure, but he's able to get it deep in the Cincinnati zone. On the far side, Petrozelli under 2 to go here in the second. Komets lead it by 1. Back up along the left side, Shea and DeFulvis, they come together. And the Cyclones with a backhander all the way down into the Comet end. McKernan with a man on him. Look out. He's going to come into the corner. DeFulvis is there. Bobby Shea is there to help him out. Bobby Shea, far side. Here is Desjardins. Desjardins is going to get it to Petrozelli. Petrozelli will come across, and he's going to go to Martineau. It's poked away. Back up along the near side. Petrozelli decked on the play, slow getting up, and the puck is going to come all the way down. Icing will be the call. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
1:23 to go in the second period. Komets are up 1-0 as the Cyclones ice the puck again. Shots are 21-18 in favor of Cincinnati. The Komets grossly outshot Cincinnati in that 2 overtime game just 24 hours ago.
Well, Komets have taken over the second period 12-10, so they've got something going again. A few more shots on goal. Kravchenko will take the draw. Komets lead 1-0 with 1:21 in the period here. Second.
Up to the blue line, Ryan Lowney. Over to Sean Szydlowski. Back up. One-timer. Save made by Johansson. Puck is behind him, and he had to sit on it to get a whistle.
He didn't know where it was, but the puck was tucked in his equipment. Komets trying to get at it, and a little bumping and banging in front there as the defense held on to protect their goaltender. Petrozelli right there at the doorstep trying to whack it in.
Face off to the right of Johansson with just $1:14 to go in the second period. Komets up 1-0 off a goal from Cody Soul earlier in the period. And it's Baptista on the drop for the Komets. Mosita Magenda will be the challenger. And the puck comes up to the blue line, and it's grabbed by the Cyclones. They try and break it out. Here's Schultz on the far side. Coming across, taking a shot. Save made by Hauser. Far side, Knodl. Gonna jam it right back in on Hauser. Komets take it away. Now it comes up top of the circle. Binkley is there, plays it off the wall.
Last minute of the period. Come on, guys, work hard here.
And the puck comes to the blue line. It's going to be Atwall taking a shot. Save made by Hauser. He'll grab a hold and get a whistle.
Yeah, that's 2 point-blank shots on goal right here in the last 15 seconds, and Hauser's come up big on both of them. You just can't let him walk in that close, wind up, and take the shot that he wants. Hauser had to come up big on that as the defense covered up after. They need to force the play a little quicker, especially in their own zone. 2 good shots Hauser makes.
Face off to the left of Hauser. And Mosita Magenda again will take the drop for Cincinnati. And it will be Dennis Kravchenko for the Komets. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds to be exact. Let's get a late arrival for Cincinnati. Atwall will come on. And it comes all the way out. Here's Knodl, going to try and rim it around, and it's going to go into the corner to Bobby Shea. Shea over to Maggio. He'll get it out. Now it's Petrozelli up along the left side. He is tripped up on the play.
No call.
Want a call. Up along the near side, it's Kravchenko takes a peek at the scoreboard. 30 seconds to play. And it's Maggio up along the far side. Finds Sean Szydlowski. Sid will take a shot. Save made. Rebound is going to be pushed into the corner. Back up along the far side. It's Maggio. Maggio gives it up. Here comes Szydlowski to the point. Kravchenko winding up. Here's a blast. It's knocked down by McNally. Nobody knows where it is. It's going to get out.
He dives out and gets the pads, shin pads in it. As a shot from the point gets deflected up over. Komets, good pressure. Szydlowski, a good shot on goal. And again, Johannes makes a nice save on Szydlowski. Face-off stays in the zone. 11 seconds in the period.
Face-off to the left of Johansson. Komets up 1-0. And into the corner. Here's Atwall. Atwall pumps it off the wall. Got a man breaking. Rolling puck comes into the Komet zone with 4 seconds. O'Donnell battles with Bobby Shea. Shea in the corner, and that's the horn. So after 40 minutes of play, Komets are going to go into the third period with a lead.
Well, we said special teams are going to make a big difference, and of course in the first period, three power penalties to the Komets. Got the power play on the ice for Cincinnati 3 times. Komets finally get on the ice in the second period, and 2-man advantage they had. Cody Soul at 6:09, he gets his first in the playoff. Szydlowski and Hauser actually get the assist, and that goal held up for the period and is held up for the game. So they outshoot them 15-11 in that period, the Komets. So they've taken over the 21-22 on shots on goal, Cincinnati. So that's pretty even as we've seen on the score. So next goal, very important.
Defensive struggle here at the Coliseum. Yep. Komets up 1-0 going into the third. Big City Cars, big intermission show coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Today's the day to get fit and pumped. Pummel your flabby high-interest debt by transferring your balances to a Partners First Visa card. We can get 12 months at 0 APR financing. Hear me now, believe me later. This offer ends March 31st, so run like a manly man to your local Partners First branch in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. Terms and conditions may vary depending on your credit worthiness, so get or click for complete details and disclosure at partnersfirstcu.org. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow, part giant muscle monster.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, game number 2. We're in the second intermission. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight, and this one has been a defensive struggle. Actually, both teams not with very many shots on goal. Quite the difference we had in last night's game. But let's take a look at what's happened so far. First, our shots on goal. They are being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, an arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Cincinnati in the first, 11 in the second as well, 22. That's their total. The Komets 6 in the first, 14 in the second for a game total of 20. Only goal of the game scored by Cody Soul on the power play, 6:09 of the second period. It was his first of the season. Michael Hauser and Sean Szydlowski with the assist. Komets on the power play, 1 of 2. Cincinnati 0 of 4, and the Komets got to stay out of the box going into the third period. That is going to be very important, as both goaltenders playing well. Johansson, he has made 19 saves. Michael Hauser has come up big, 22 of 22 tonight against his former mates this evening here in game 2. We will take a break, come back, take a look at the rest of the playoff series in the ECHLs. The first round is looking to be pretty good. We had quite a few games going to double overtime, 1-goal games. It has been a fantastic opening weekend of the playoffs. Let's take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap, loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway. Make it what you want.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum here in game number 2. Komets looking to go 2-0 in the series against Cincinnati. As we take a look at the rest of the playoffs, brought to you by Myers, we take a look at the scoreboard and see where we are in these other playoff series as well. First, let's start out in the Eastern Conference North Division, where Adirondack and Worcester, they are tied at one game apiece in the series, and both of those games were shutouts. Adirondack, they shut out the Railers 3-0 in game 1, and the Railers returned the favor 2-0 in game 2, and this game has now gone final. Adirondack 3 and the Railers 1, so the Thunder take a 2-1 lead in that series. In the North Division, this one has been a great series with Manchester winning each of the first 2 games, and both of them have been identical scores of 3-2, and both of them have gone into double overtime. So Manchester has got a commanding 2-0 lead in that series. In the South Division, Florida and Atlanta, they have yet to start. They will not start until tomorrow. That game will be played at Florida, but Florida, the #1 team in the ECHL, and they also beat Atlanta 10 times this season. Going to the South Division, this is kind of the only surprise so far in these playoffs. The lower seed, the Orlando Solar Bears, have got a 2-0 lead on South Carolina. Orlando won the first game 2-0, and then 2-1 in game number 2. They will start back up next week, 3 games at Orlando. Down in the Central Division, where the winner of this series, they will get the winner of Toledo versus Indianapolis. Toledo got the edge in game number 1, 4-3 in double overtime over the Fuel, and right now in the third period, Indianapolis up on the Fuel by a score of 3-2. The other series that is going on today, the first game of the Colorado-Wichita series, and that game is in overtime, tied at 1. And then the other series going on, they are idle today. The Allen Americans, they have got a 2-0 edge on the Idaho Steelheads. And that's a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer MPerks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features Max Performance Gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, we're in the middle of the second intermission here on this Sunday night. It is game number 2. Last night's game was thrilling. It went to double overtime, and we got another tight one here tonight. 1-0. The Komets have got the lead going into the third period. Komet fans, come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guest of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 444-2788. And it's never too late to learn how to skate. The Sport One Parkview Ice House offers programs to ages 3 and up. Visit icesports.com/Fort Wayne to see a list of their upcoming Learn to Skate classes. Register today. And at the end of the game, folks, you will get the official Lancia Homes official game recap if you follow the Komets on Facebook and or Twitter. And then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your custom home today. Komets on the road for possibly the next 3 games. It depends on the outcome, really, of this one, whether we will be playing possible Game 5 in Cincinnati. We do know Games 3 and 4 will be back in Cincy Thursday and Saturday. Those are the dates. Sunday will be played if necessary, and then the series will come back to Fort Wayne the 24th and 25th. And Komet fans, you can now get early bird pricing on your season tickets for next year. Just call the Coliseum office the Komet office at 483-0011, or just go to Komets.com and learn about the deep discounts you can get by purchasing your Komet season tickets before April 27th. And also, hopefully, we'll be coming back here to the Coliseum, and you can also get a nice group together. Come on out and enjoy Komet hockey. There is a lot of different group options. Bring the family and friends, the co-workers, and come on out to a Komet playoff game. Just go to Komets.com, or again, call the Komet office, 483-0011. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. You can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Speece Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back at the Coliseum, set to go. Period number 3. Game 2 still in the balance. It is a tight one. The Komets are up 1-0 going into the third, and we all know that's when the Komets do their best work, is in the third period. Only goal of the game scored off the stick of Cody Soul at 6:09 of the second period. Sean Szydlowski and Michael Hauser with the helpers. It was on the power play. Shots in the game right now sit at 22-20 in favor of Cincinnati. Michael Hauser has been perfect, a perfect 22 of 22. Joe Hansen for Cincinnati has made 19 saves tonight. Komets got to stay out of the penalty box for the third period. They've given Cincinnati 4 chances tonight on the man advantage. Komets 1 of 2 on the power play for them. We'll take one last break. Third period coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Set to go for the third period in another tight one, 1-0. Komets have got the lead. We start the third period off 5-on-5. Out to center ice we go. And it's Mason Baptista on the drop, and it's going to go into the Komet zone. Lowney over to Maggio. Maggio on the right side. Going to drop it back over to Lowney. Lowney pushes it off the wall to Baptista. McDonald will chase after it. Now McDonald picks it up, tries to center it. Now he puts it on net. That's going to go wide. And Maggio, he'll take a rip.
Blocked again.
Blocked. Up to the blue line. Lowney with a shot. That's blocked. And McDonald couldn't put it back in, and back come the Cyclones. On the right side, coming in. It's going to come in front of Hauser. Komets will grab it.
Clear the zone.
And it's McDonald all the way down into the Cincinnati zone. And off the wall, Florentino will play it. And all the way down to the Komet zone. Hauser will take the puck back behind the net. Wings it up along the far side. And the Komets.
Man open over here. 3-on-2, Komets.
Szydlowski over. They got a man in front. It's blocked. Coming back in that direction. And on the right side, the Cyclones will bring it into the Komet zone. It is Barrett at the blue line. Cross-rank press. Down low. Leone in the corner. Tries to center it. Broken up by Binkley. Binkley plays it off the glass. Comes all the way out to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski now moves it forward. Going to trickle into the zone. Petrozelli here in the corner. And Petrozelli takes a bump and it loses the puck. Florentino has it for Cincinnati. Right down the middle of the ice. Here's Vive with it. Vive on the left side. Going to dish it over. Mazina Bagenda. He'll take a shot. That's going to go wide. And now it's going to be picked up by the Komets. Komets will move it ahead. Martineau on the right side. Taking a shot. Johansson with the save. And in the corner, it is Desjardins. He's pinned up against the boards with Theotti.
Breaking loose.
And Desjardins gets it out, but he can't get it up to the point. Lost the puck. And the Cyclones have got it on the left wing. Theotti will flip it in to the Komet zone, into the corner. Now played up along the near boards. Grabbed by O'Donnell. O'Donnell here stick handling around on the left wing. Comes down into the corner. Poked away by McKernan. Komets up away with it on the near side, but it's taken back away by Powell. Now turned back to the center line. Cincinnati with the puck. Diodati on the left wing. Scoots it forward here on the left side. They try and center it. Broken up again. Komets with it. And it's Bobby Shea with it. Shea over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson across the line, taking a shot, and
glove save.
There is Johansson.
Yeah, Thompson going wide, forced out to take a bad angled shot on the net. Johansson makes the save with the glove. Face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone. Komets change up a few players.
Face-off to the right of Johansson. And it will be Baptista's turn to take the draw. Here's the puck drop into the corner. Atwell gets there, and it's fed up along the left side for Kyle. Kyle, cross-rink pass, going to come back into the Komet zone. And into the corner. Big hit down there by the Komets. Back behind the net, it's Mason Baptista. Plays it up along the far side. McKernan chases after it. Trying to muscle it around Leone, and it comes back down into the corner. Day Chief there for Cincinnati. Baptista as well. Dan Maggio, he'll pick it up. Biggio plays it off the board. It's going to go all the way to Canardo back in his own blue line. Shifts it forward to Kyle. He's got to retreat back into his own zone. On the left side, it's going to be pushed back into the Komet zone. Back behind the net, it'll be Hauser to stop it. Lowney has got it for the Komets. Komets up 1-0. We're here in the third period. Kravchenko ahead. They'll bring it across the line. Szydlowski right side. Szydlowski moving around his man. Couldn't get a shot off. Punches it upstairs. Here's his shot. Just goes wide.
In front.
Back in the corner. Up top to Binkley. Binkley to Cody Soul. Got some pressure. Yeah. And look out. Schultz will grab the puck. Binkley comes back over.
Nice
and
play.
he gets in
out.
Front of the pass. Cody Soul will get it back in the Cincinnati zone. And the Cyclones have got the puck. It's Leone on the far side of Florentino. Ahead to Mazida Magenda. He runs into McKernan, or that's Martineau. And now Leone will bring it forward. His shot is going to be blocked. Back into the corner. 4 minutes have gone by here in the third. Komets still up by 1. Back up along the near side, Martineau. Martineau has got it, pulls it around, one man, and now he's going to get it into the Cincinnati zone.
in after it.
Shasma comes into the corner, pushed off the play by Bukaboom. And now on the far side, it's O'Donnell, backhander. Goes back behind the net, and it's going to be grabbed. Up along the far side, Komets intercept the play. Here's a shot, missed wide, and that's going to rim out.
Jordan, nice little play there.
Back to Bobby Shea, drifting backwards, moves it ahead, and back on the far boards, it's McKernan. McKernan will pick it up, going to be knocked away, and here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea on the right side, cross-eyes pass.
It's a play here, rocking in.
McDonald will take a shot, save made by Johansson.
Nice save, Johansson there off the shoulder.
Bukaboom up along the far side. He flips it forward, and the puck comes into the Komet zone. Bobby Shea up on the far side. Mason Baptista. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson with it. Drops it back behind him. Baptista coming in. Nice move up along the near side, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Back behind the net. Komets have got it. Looking for someone out in front. Garrett Thompson on the wing. Tries to put it down to Baptista. It was broken up. Baptista on the far. That's Maggio far side.
Move it. Do something with it.
Maggio will take the shot. Knocked down by Baptista. Comes into the corner. Baptista back up top. Over to Garrett Thompson on the right side. Gets deep into the corner. Off the backhand to Baptista. Now back down low to Garrett Thompson. Thompson in the corner. Coming in. Takes a shot. And
nice
Johansson
play. Thompson to break out
save.
front. Cincinnati standing around a little too much. Komets good puck control. Moved the puck. Thompson made a nice play. Beat the defenseman. Got to the backhand. And again, Johannes right there made the save on him. Good work, Komets.
Face off to the right of Johansson.
Picking the pace up a little bit right now. Whatever they got left in the tank, now's the time to do it. 14:29 in the period.
Kravchenko will take the draw with Mozita Bagenda.
Nothing to save it for. They don't play till next Thursday night in Cincinnati.
Top of the circle. Cyclones rip it away. Back into the Komet zone on the right side. Over to Atwell, to the top. Here's a shot, blocked. Goes to Sean Szydlowski. Nice move by Sid. He'll get it out and back into the Cincinnati zone. Knodel on the far side to Atwall. Back over to Knodel. Pitch forward into the Komet zone. Comes in the corner. Jason Binkley to Cody Soul. Soul in the corner. Pumps it off the wall. Sean Szydlowski is there. And he gives it back to Kravchenko. He'll cross the line. Kravchenko dropping it back. Here's a shot. It's blocked
by the defense.
Back on the near side. Picked up by the Cyclones. It's Powell. Komets line up at the blue line as he crosses over. Powell on the right side.
Take him out.
Bobby Shea. Deep. Powell now gets around Bobby Shea in the corner. Up top we come. It's Leone. Leone with a shot through traffic. Bounces around. Goes up along the far side. And Shasma gets rid of it.
He'll ice it.
13:23 to go in the third. 1-0 Komets. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Now the net becomes dislodged. It goes right on Michael Hauser's head almost.
Well, he's lucky he stayed down low. He realized it was coming over on him, so he just stayed in the net. Got pushed from behind by two players. Shea back there, the Cincinnati player, bumped into the back of it, and that was enough to dislodge it and flip it right over. So no harm done. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone.
Face up to the right of Hauser. the left of Hauser rather. 13:04 to go in the third. 1-0 Komets here in game 2.
Line change. Baptista in to take the draw for the Komets.
Puck is dropped, tied up in the circle, back behind the net, played up along the near side. Garrett Thompson has got it, gets it out to Bobby Shea, rolls on him a bit, out to the center line. Now Baptista gives it a kick. Baptista takes a big hit from O'Donnell as he unloads the puck to Shea. Now back to McKernan. McKernan on the far side to McDonald. Into the Cincinnati zone they come. Garrett Thompson on the right side in the corner. Tries to put it out in front. It was blocked by the Cyclones. And back behind the net, it's Knodel. Back up on the far side, grabbed by McDonald.
Accepted.
And McDonald to the blue line. Backhander comes into the corner. Baptista with it. Spins away from his knees. Takes a shot.
In the crease.
And Johansson makes the save.
Yeah, it bounced down in front of him, and he was able to hold on. You look at 1, 2, 3, 4 Cincinnati players come to his rescue. They jumped in between the Komets and the puck. Gave him time to hold on to it. 12:21 to go. Third period. Komets up by 1. The goal scored at 6:09 of the second period on a two-man power play. Cody Soul, his first in the playoffs. Szydlowski and Hauser get the assist on it.
Face off to the right of the goaltender Johansson. And it comes up top of the circle. Kyle has got it for Cincinnati. He is going to push it into the Cincinnati zone. Going to come into the corner. Kyle tries to get around Ryan Lonnie. Scoops it up along the far side. Bookaboom gives it a jab. Back down below the goal line behind Michael Hauser. Kyle operates up along the near side. He is going to come up to the point. Diatti with a shot through traffic. Save made. And back the other way. Here's Sean Szydlowski. He'll come across the line, far side. And here is Lowney. Avoids a check, comes down into the corner.
Looking for somebody, can't find him. In the corner.
Comes into the corner. Martineau has got it. Martineau along the far side. And all the way out to the center line over the stick of Jason Binkley. Binkley will drop back. Takes a wide turn, gives it a look over onto the far side. And now it's going to be Desjardins. He's
walking in off the wing.
Taking a shot. Save made.
Stick side this time.
Over to Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma puts it on net, and a save made by Johansson. Far boards. Here we come right back in.
Scramble in front again.
And stepping up is Binkley. Gets to it.
He
on the right side. Binkley tries to center it. Martineau on the far boards. In front. Desjardins. Backhander. Missed the slide. And dumped on the play as Shafsma.
No penalty.
And the Cyclones have got the puck. It's feathered forward. Martineau back the other direction, and it's pushed back into the Komet zone. Cody Soul rips it off the wall. Jamie Schaafsma's there off the stick of Desjardins as he was going off for a line change. And the Cyclones back into the Komet zone. Here's Schultz with a shot. Blocked by Baptista. Coming up to the blue line. Couldn't clear it. Back along the far side. McNally. Down low to Schultz. Now back behind the net. Here is Binkley. Back behind it is Cody Soul. Soul pumps it upstairs. Here's McDonald. His pass is going to be blocked. McDonald out to Cody Soul. Now right side McDonald. He'll bring it across the line. McDonald, no help there. As Leone will take the puck away from him. He retreats back, runs into McDonald. McDonald will take the puck back, comes into the corner. Those two battle up along the near side, and it comes loose. Here we come down low. McDonald in front.
Rebound.
May puts it back out, and it goes wide.
Couldn't get a clean shot.
Bobby Shea puts it back in. That is tipped. In front, Thompson with a shot. Save made. Oh, Joe
just
Hansen
missed the corner.
Just got enough of it. Back on the far side, it's McNally. Under 10 to go here in the third.
Good pressure, Komets. Keep working, guys.
Komets up 1-0. Crowd gives him a cheer as Powell picks up the puck. Powell on the right side, coming up along the near side. And it's going to be Petrozelli into the Cincinnati zone. O'Donnell has got it. We're going to go back behind the net for Powell. Powell gets chased by Sean Szydlowski. Got to retreat backwards. Look at Sean Szydlowski working it. Coming up along the near side. They're able to get it out of the zone, but the Komets now possess the puck. It's Petrozelli on the right side. He gets hit twice there by the Cincinnati bench. Now Petrozelli's being held up. Puck is going to go down on Johansson. He'll stop it. And now on the near side, it's going to go up along the left wing. And it's Maggio. Maggio, cross-ice pass. And now into the Cincinnati zone.
Line change, Komets on the fly.
Leone on the far side, back into the neutral zone. Under 9 minutes to go in the third. Martineau across the line to Desjardins. Back over on the near wing here.
Cincinnati
zone tipped in front. And
redirected.
Here's another shot. Save made by Johansson, and coming back the other way.
That was point blank.
On the left wing, it is O'Donnell. He'll come across the line, met there by two Komets. Goes back behind the net. Hauser's dumped on the play. Oh, goaltender interference there, not called. Coming up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made. Hauser juggles it, kicks it out of there. Back on the far side, hacked out to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. Back on the near side, back out in front of the net. We got a race for it, and it's picked up by Leone. Back on the far side, here's a shot, missed it wide. Up top we go.
Cincinnati puck control now.
Left wing, Leone, shot, missed it. And Martineau off the wall. Komets get it loose. Right side to Desjardins. Desjardins gets it in the Cincinnati zone. Puck is rolling on him, but he's got it. And he comes up. Here's a shot, and it's McDonald. It's blocked. Picks it back up right off the chest of Johansson. On the far side and cleared all the way down. Binkley grabs it, turns it back the other way quickly. Into the offensive zone. Got his pocket pick. Turn in the corner, back the other way. Look out. Here's Kyle with his shot. It's blocked by Soul. Kyle again off the side of the net. Back behind. It's Kyle into the corner. Kyle on the right side up top. Diodati to Kyle. Draws the attention of Baptista. Goes back behind the net. They try and center it. It is going to be poked clear to Garrett Thompson. Thompson tries to get it out of the zone, and he does.
Play. Line change. They need a line change, Komets.
Diodati for Cincinnati. Ahead we go. Mazita Magenda over the line. Coming in. Taking a backhander. Save made. Back behind the net. Mazita Magenda with it again. On the left side. Shot save made by Hauser. Gets it out.
Here's
Sean Szydlowski. He'll clear it out. And the Komets with it off the boards. Petrozelli on the right side. Coming down in the corner. Whips it up along the far side. Komets with it. Sean Szydlowski on the far boards. Petrozelli in the corner. Coming down on the near side.
There's a hold right
Mugged
there.
On the play was Kravchenko. Back on the far side, it's Jesse Schultz. He'll get it out. And it's Bobby Shea back at the blue line on the near boards. Bukaboom will get it out. And it's Diodati. Mazita Magenda got a man. Here's a shot kicked out of there by Hauser. And the Komets have got it. 1-0 Komets, 6:22 to go in the third.
End-to-end forechecking by both teams. Each one takes their time. They put the pressure on. Komets come right back.
Now here's Powell with a giveaway in front, and Hauser with the save.
Side of the net again. They move it out. Get it out to the high slot. Quick shot. Hauser makes a great save. Holds on to the rebound. He needs a break. He goes to the bench.
We will take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
Komets have now gone ahead on shots on goal, 33-29, but still just one goal to show for it. Komets up 1-0, 6:10 to go in the third period.
Yeah, shooting 12-7 in this period, and both goaltenders tested hard and well. Both of them come up big and kept the score at 1-0. Hauser one end and Johannes the other end. Excellent goaltending night.
Face off to the left of Hauser in the Komet zone. Baptista gets in there, goes up along the far side to the blue line. And a shot knocked down. Baptista gets it out all the way down. It's going to be gloved out of the air. Now on the left side, McKernan tries to catch up to it. Now it's Thompson getting into the Cincinnati zone.
Baptista in hot fast.
Here's Atwall up along the far side. O'Donnell is there. He got a penalty called on Cincinnati. Atwall's going to go off. Baptista's down.
Yeah, Baptista, the stick came up on Atwell and caught Baptista in the face. And he went down. He's still down right now.
Now let's see if this isn't a 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's spitting or teeth or what, but the trainer's out there very quickly.
And Atwall,
they look like they're going to give him 4 on this.
Yeah, not happy with the call, but Baptista gets up. Trainer Matt Willett out to tend to him. High sticking is the call. Now let's see if it's 2 or 4. Baptista gets up.
2.
He's okay.
2 on the clock is all they give him.
See the replay. Atwall just got the stick right under the chin of Baptista. All right, let's make this one hurt. Komets up 1-0 here in the third period of Game 2. Opening round playoff series.
Big chance for the Komets right here. They've got had some pretty good pressure offensively, good puck control, lots of shots. Keep doing it. Power play Komets. 5:48 to go.
Face off to the right of Johansson. Komets win the face-off. Here is Bobby Shea over to Desjardins, right side. Taking a shot. Johansson kicks out the rebound.
Good wrist shot.
Back over to Martineau. Top of the right circle. Over. Baptista with a shot. Save made right into the chest of Johansson. He'll squeeze it.
They make a nice play. High slot to high slot on the left wing. Baptista with the quick wrist shot. And Johannes slid over there and got in position. Took it off the chest again. Held on.
Face off to the right of Johansson. Komets on a power play here. And Florentino will get the puck, and he will zip it down the length of the ice. Stopping it is Hauser. And Hauser puts it onto the stick of Martineau. Martineau with a wide turn. Goes right down the middle of the ice. Coming up on the right side. Going to go off the end boards. Here's Jamie Shaftsma. To the blue line we go. Over to Martineau. Right side. Here's a wrister and a save.
Love save. A little too far out with the angle there. Johannes not too much of a problem as long as you can see it, which he was able to do. Got the glove on it, made the save. Full line change for the Komets. Fresh troops out there. Szydlowski will be on this time, yes. Kravchenko will be at center.
Kravchenko and Mozita Bagenda in the drop. And Bukaboom comes away with it, playing it off the wall.
Lose the draw.
Down to Hauser. With still 1:17 to go on the power play for the Komets.
Plenty of time.
And here's Lowney to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski comes into the zone, right side, spins it off the boards, far side to the blue line. Here's Lowney with a shot, and Johansson will make the save.
Sailed a little wrist shot to the net, hoping somebody could get a stick on it, deflected, or hit a leg, but it went right through. Johannes was able to catch it cleanly. That'll keep the draw in the Cincinnati zone. They can regroup right here with Kravchenko taking the draw. Win the draw this time, big guy.
Face off to the right of Johansson. 4:46 to go in the third. Komets up 1-0. And here's the puck drop back behind the nets, and it's going to be cleared all the way down. Down to 50 seconds to go in the power play. And it's going to be Lowney to Szydlowski into the Cincinnati zone, back behind the net. Playing up along the near side, it's Sean Szydlowski trying to get it over to Maggio. McNally gets in his way. He'll take the puck. And McNally comes across the line, drops it off. Here's a shot. Save made. Wow. Oh, Hauser, dangerous rebound.
Yes.
Back up along the near side. It is McNally with it. Pumps it upstairs. Shorthanded chance. Here's a drive. And a save made.
Come on, guys.
Komets on a power play here. Baptista.
Last rush, Baptista.
Bringing it across. Baptista fumbles it for a moment. Almost got it on net. Now he tries to throw it up to the blue line, and it's going to be cleared down. That'll do it.
Yep, not much of a power play. I don't even think they had a shot on goal. So they kill off 2 minutes of the game down to 3:45. So that was important also.
Here's Cody Soul going to play it off the boards. And now up along the near side, back into the Komet zone. Jamie Shafsma with it. And Shafsma on the far side. It's Gabriel Desjardins. Plays it off the wall. Martineau gets there. Is able to get it into the Cincinnati zone. Cyclones go back at wall. Now it's Leone with it. Leone on the left side. Puck goes down. Hauser with it. He'll give it to Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma back behind the net. He will move it all the way back into the Cincinnati zone. And Knodel over onto the far side. Moving it ahead, it's Mozita Bagenda. Knocks it down off the hand of Martineau. Now back into the Cincinnati zone with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Komets doing a good job. Head manning the puck. Dump it in. Play the clock.
Here's 5, getting it into the Komet zone. Bobby Shea comes down there. And it's Baptista off the wall. Cyclones will hang on to it. 5 will go back behind the net. Pitched up along the near side. Diodati will get it down low into the corner. Cyclones still with it up along the near side. Up top, here's a shot. It's blocked. Komets come away with it. It's Bobby Shea moving it ahead. Here's Garrett Thompson getting behind the D on the far side. Got a man. He sauces it over. Whoa, what a score! Oh my! Mason Baptista! What a goal!
Yeah. He was in an awkward position on his off wing. He backhanded it back of the net. Goaltender was surprised by it. It hit his skate, hit his pad, and redirected into the net. And the Komets go ahead 2-0. 2:29 to go. Up 2.
Another filthy one from Mason Baptista. But what a saucer pass by Garrett Thompson. Found the tape of Mason Baptista, and he got it past Johansson. An impossible angle off the backhand, and it's 2-0 Komets.
He actually wasn't even looking at the net. He just was worried about being able to control the puck, which you got a piece of it. Threw it back, hit the goaltender's skate, redirected inside the post. Cincinnati takes a timeout.
We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
This is Komet Hockey.
Komets take a 2-0 lead here in the third period. Out shooting Cincinnati tonight 37-31. Mason Baptista with the goal, the insurance goal right now, but we got still a ways to go.
Still 2:29 to go. Baptista's second goal of the playoffs, so one last night, one tonight.
Trying to protect this lead now. Here's Cody Sold to Jason Binkley. Off the wall, Sean Szydlowski, backhander, coming out to the center line. It's Atwall. Komets back with it again. Kravchenko.
Up and in.
Will get it in. It's going to go into the corner. Here's Atwall up along the far side. And now Atwall in the corner to skate with it. Up along the far boards, Mozita Magenda. He will cut across, and it's going to come into the Komet zone.
Goaltender out of the net, 2 minutes.
Johansson is out. Extra attacker on for Cincinnati. And the Komets with the puck all the way down. Rolling puck. Going to have a gas on it, and Atwall gets in front of Shafsma. Out stolen by Martineau. Here's a backhander towards the empty net. That goes wide.
1:45 to go.
Knodel on the left side, and it's going to be up along the near side. Knodel back on the far boards, and it's going to be tipped into the Komet zone.
1:31 to go. Empty net. Komets up by 2. Not too many fans leaving the building right now. They're sitting on their seats waiting for this one to end. It's been a good game, good checking game, great goaltending from both ends of the ice. Komets have built themselves a 2-0 lead.
Face-off will be outside of the Komet blue line, just to the left of the Komet bench. And Gary Graham getting his right matchups out there.
Kravchenko at center, Szydlowski, Thompson.
Puck is dropped, goes into the Komet zone, going to roll down up along the far side, and the Cyclones have got it to the blue line. Here's Mozita Magenda trying to set something up here. Again, extra attackers on. Here's the shot. Hauser the save. Back on the far boards. It's O'Donnell. Wheels it into the corner. And Bobby Shea is there for the Komets. He lost it to Schultz. Up top to the blue line. And it is Knodel on the left side. It is Mozita Magenda. We have a penalty called. It's going to be on the Komets.
Probably Hauser.
Knodel. Now it over on the left side. Mozita Magenda coming in. Delayed call. Coming down. Go back behind the net. They try and center it. Kravchenko gets to it. The whistle will blow. And now it's essentially going to be a two-man advantage.
Bobby Shea, I guess.
Tripping.
Tripping. There was a man standing right at the goal at the edge of the crease. Shea just gave him a little bump with his behind with his stick on the heels, and he went down. And I think Shea thinks that was pretty cheap.
Komets up 2-0, just 52.4 seconds to go in the third period here in Game 2 at the Coliseum.
Okay, win the draw. Now we can freely dump it down the ice if we get it without having to worry about icing. So make sure we get control. Win the draw first would be great. Shasma in to take the draw.
Empty net, power play for Cincinnati. They've got 2 extra men right now. Shafsma in the faceoff. And up along the far side, O'Donnell gets to it, to the blue line. And that's going to be tipped, and it's going to go out of play. They'll point the faceoff. Same faceoff dot to the left of Michael Hauser.
Couple seconds off the clock.
Game 3 in Cincinnati coming up on Thursday. Will the Komets have a 2-0 lead? Got 47 seconds to decide this. Here's the puck drop up top to the blue line. On the left wing, here's a shot. That's going to be ripped wide.
That may have hit a Cincinnati player. That would force a face-off outside, but I think they're saying no. Face-off is going to stay inside. Szydlowski comes out this time with is Jardin going to take the draw? I got the Jardin on the ice.
Face off now to the right of Hauser. Mozita Magenda will take it. And Szydlowski, yes.
Get her back, guy.
And Komets win it. Gonna come off the boards. Held in. Knodel gloved it down. Here is a shot. Save made. Rebound. In.
Yep. They win the draw cleanly. Binkley gets the puck. He fires it hard off the glass. The defenseman standing in the blue line catches it, knocks it down, takes the shot. The rebound comes out. They put it in the net. Power play goal, Cincinnati.
Cuts the lead down to 1. It is a power play goal. That'll get Johansson back in the game. 36.3 seconds to go in the third. It's a 2-1 hockey game now.
1924 that game. Power play goal.
So now it's 5-on-5. Johansson comes all the way out to the hash marks.
He'll be coming.
And the puck is dropped on the left side. Johansson will dart towards the bench. Hauser will stop the puck. Comets come up along the near side. It rims out all the way down.
Gonna go in the net. Come on.
It's going to go. No, just right.
It'll be icing this time, though.
24.5 seconds to go in the third. And the Komets hanging on.
Face-off goes back into the Komet zone.
Face-off to the right of Hauser. And Mazita Magenda will take the face-off with Kravchenko.
Hit it back, Kravchenko.
Big drop here, tied up on the dots. And 5 gets it up on the near side. Komets clear it. And all the way down, it's going to be rolling to the net.
Get in the net.
Score! Empty netter!
Thompson.
That one had some eyes, some legs, some wheels, everything that just barely crossed the goal line.
1944, that comes Thompson. He really backhanded it off the boards, blind to the net. He wasn't actually looking. Took the right camera off the board, the right speed, and just trickled over the line in the net. 3-1 Komets.
Empty netter for the Komets. Makes it a 3-1 game. 16.2 seconds to go. And out to
now we can breathe a little bit better.
A little bit. Got a little dicey there for a second. Down to 14 seconds. Cincinnati with the puck. And now back into the Komet zone on the left wing. And it is going to be McDonald getting it out. Down to 3 seconds into the Cincinnati zone. Game over. Komets win it 3-1 and take a 2-0 series lead into Cincinnati.
And again, a strong third period. Komets outshoot them 17-12 in the third period. 38-34 in the game. And they outscore them 2-1 in the third period, which is the key to it. Again, the big goal at the second period, 6:09, Szydlowski. But the one play that I think is the game turner, the winner, was right after the Komets scored, went ahead 1-0. A breakaway by Cincinnati, and Hauser stopped them cold. And I think that was a big lift for the Komets. Everybody, they knew they were serious. They came from that, and they have a big third period like they normally do, win the game, 3-1.
And Komets come away 2-0 in the season, the series opener. Now we're going to get a little healthy going into Cincinnati. Hopefully we get Curtis Leonard back and Marco Wall back and Hodgman. That is going to be a big help as the Komets hang on, scratch and claw here tonight. They win it 3-1, a 2-0 series lead for the Komets. So we'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm going to be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway. Make it what you want.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping things up from the Coliseum, where the Komets take another game here in this opening round series against the Cincinnati Cyclones by a final score of 3-1. The Komets now lead this best-of-7 series 2-0, and we will be in Cincinnati coming up on Thursday. And with this victory here tonight, we do know we will have another home game, whether it is in this series or the next series. We do know there is going to be a game here on Sweetwater Ice, and those tickets for the next home playoff game, they're going to be on sale Tuesday morning at the Coliseum. Let's take a look at how we got here tonight. The Komets with the win. Shots on goal. Komets finished with 38. Cincinnati with 34. No score through 20 minutes of play. The first goal of the game was scored in the second. Cody Soul, his first of the playoffs at 6:09. Sean Szydlowski with the assist, and it was on the power play. Mason Baptista would get one in the third. 17:31 was the time. Thompson and Bobby Shea with the assist. Komets were up 2-0 and looking pretty good. And then Cincinnati would pull their goaltender, and the Komets would get a penalty. Bobby Shea tripping at 19:07, which led to essentially a two-man advantage as Justin Vive got his second of the series for Cincinnati. 19:23, Canado and Schultz the assist, and that got the lead down to 2-1, so things got a little dicey there until Garrett Thompson, empty netter, just 20 seconds later. 19:43 was the time. That ended it as the Komets get the win. Cincinnati 1 of 5 on the power play. Komets were 1 of 3. Johansson, another solid effort in goal for Cincinnati. 37 shots, making 35 saves. Michael Hauser, 34 shots, 33 saves tonight, as waited till the final minute of the third period to give up 1 goal tonight. So your final score, 3-1. Komets over Cincinnati. We'll come back and have our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know player of the game. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.